Namaste, Father.
Namaste, my dear.
You hear me fine?
I can hear you.
Okay.
How did it become
So
that I'm answering all the questions today?
maybe,
Yes, yes.
Father.
Transcribing work to do today, and and the rule is now that whoever asks the question has to transcribe that part of the satsang, just to ensure that they actually hear the answer itself. Because many times it can happen in satsang that I'm answering, but I can see though they're already thinking of the next question. Yeah, he went through this, so I am the one like in the question. I'm the horse which is jumping all the obstacles. I can actually see sometimes. They asked a question very sincerely, and I'm answering within 3-4 seconds of the answer. They're not with me anymore. They're already thinking, okay, what is the next question I'm going to ask? Okay, he got through this obstacle course very well. Let me see this.
No, no, no.
And it's been very good. 3 years of satsang, I've been contemplating so much. There's apparently a lot of unfinished sadhana to do, which the Sangha has really helped me finish now. So I deeply contemplated all the questions. Okay, my dear, sorry, we're just fooling around.
Okay. What I was saying is that uh, I don't want to ask any question basically, but maybe you can ask some question so that if there is
Good.
something which is not clear here, that can be
Yeah,
that can be looked into,
yeah,
so that I don't have to transcribe.
very good. How easy can we make it? Huh? There is no charge for anything, no donation. There is nothing at all. And transcribing. Okay, so I saw that you were paying attention very closely when Anil and I were speaking. So I feel that most of the questions got answered there. In fact, it was beautiful interaction. I feel that most of us should watch that. So let me ask you a question which is a little different qualitatively. What do you feel is the meaning of life? ये क्या पूछ लिया? out of syllabus question.
By meaning,
Vedika sent me this link which had what was it? History's greatest ideas, and it was very nice. I saw some of that, and I've enjoyed very much watching those. And some of those questions are stuck from there also. So now all of you are in trouble because there are some 70 videos. How many videos? 49 videos.
okay, so Father, by meaning, uh, if we ask like what is the purpose of life,
Yes. Okay. Let's start with that. Yes.
or why life is created in the first place.
Yes.
So if I look into this right now, and I don't know, there is. It appears that there is no meaning or no purpose to life. Life itself is a purpose. I mean, it's a purpose unto itself. This
Yes.
moment, this moment is itself, in itself, a purpose. There's no other purpose to
Okay.
that.
Very good. Very good. So then, this is true. Then is it possible now to carry an intention
Is it possible to carry an intention?
Yes, because we say that when I find that there is no meaning, no purpose to go to. Just this, what is happening itself must be the purpose of existence. Existence, experiencing itself as existence in this play must be the purpose right now. Therefore, if this is true, then can we, upon this seeing truly, can we continue to carry an intention? Intention implies some idea about what the future should contain, isn't it?
No, no, no intention, because by
No
intention
intention.
we are already imagining something in future which doesn't exist.
Therefore, we have seen that this, if we can say anything which is purposeful, is just the experiencing of this right now, is the meaning that we can give to life. Therefore, all intention, which by definition implies what should happen then, is meaningless. You see? Now, without attention, without intention, would you say that there is still some need to surrender something? And what is surrender if it is not just the dropping of these intentions?
If there are no intentions, there is no need to surrender anything.
Exactly. And you've seen that to have an intention after the insight that all there is just this, the purpose is just this, which is already unfolding as is. Therefore, to hold the intention seems like just an idea, not aligned to the truth. And a surrender is a surrendering of all of our intention. And if it is seen that intentions powerless and useless anyway, then what is left to surrender?
Nothing.
That's good. So, would you say that not having an intention is to live a surrendered life?
Life is already surrendered.
Yes. Then, what does our surrender actually imply when we say that I refuse to surrender or I am surrendering? What does it actually imply?
That implies that if we are holding on to something, if we are holding on to any idea or belief or intention, whatever, basically whatever we are holding on to, that is to be surrendered. If, and ultimately, the one who is holding these things, I mean, the idea of the ego, identity, that has to be surrendered.
Very good. Very good.
So
Therefore,
as long as we have
yeah,
something which can be surrendered, there is a meaning to surrender. But when we
yes,
see that there is nothing to be surrendered, then it's just like that.
yes. So, would you then say that the truest recognition of surrender is to see that it has always been surrendered? It has only been consciousness, which is the one doer and one experiencer of all that has happened.
Yes, Father.
Then we in this way then even the burden, the seeming burden that I have to surrender, I am not surrendering, all these ideas can also be dropped, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
It's very good.
Because again, whether to surrender or not to surrender implies a doership. There has to be someone.
Yes, exactly.
There has to
Exactly.
be someone who has to do a surrender or not.
Exactly. Exactly. So surrender is the again a recognition of the state of this recognition that this is already as is. Therefore, the master's instruction that hand it over to surrender to consciousness or surrender to existence is a pointer towards the truth of what already is. Okay? So when we say that, yes, it is now handed over to existence, we start to see that it has always been this way. And this pretend doership is now very light or mostly dissolved. Does this mean then that I don't have to do anything at all?
If by doing we mean the actions, if actions has to happen, they will happen. Individual doer of the action, that is the main point.
Yes.
If something has to arise and some action has to come, it will come. But there is no individual doer of that action.
Very good.
So we can say that I don't have to do anything. That is also true. And still actions do happen.
Yes.
It's a bit a paradox, but both go together actually.
Now, if the questioner doesn't have this insight and they still feel like they have a sense of choice about what to do or not do, what would your advice be for them?
If there is a feeling that we have a choice, then we should choose not to believe our thoughts.
Yes.
Just don't go with the thoughts, or just don't believe what the mind is saying.
Very good. I'm done with my questions. He's saying that if there's a sense that there is still some choice, then make the choice not to go with your thoughts or to believe your thought. One, it said that as long as there's a sense that I have a choice to do something, then choose to do the inquiry. And then the realization that even the doing of the inquiry was also only grace. That's the only seeming choice. In fact, he was very specific, like Pratik said. Also, he said that the only choice you have right now is not to go with the stream of thoughts. You see, and ultimately you will see that even that was not a choice. That's it. And that makes it so clear and simple, isn't it? Because all that we do to trouble ourselves in this play is to ride on this merry-go-round of thought.